Yo, what's good? Make sure you hit that subscribe for the video start. It ain't starting until you hit that shit. Smack that bitch one time for me. What's good, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, Lit Rick. We reacting to disturbing things caught by fucking drones, man. Some people didn't even get to see drones exist, man. But we did. Let's check this shit out. Most disturbing things caught on one of them bitches. I never used a drone, only like a little one, but like I never had a real one, big one. So let's see what they caught on drones, man. I used to want one so it could follow me on my BMX and shit. But I don't really BMX that much. So let's get right into the phone.
Drones are primarily used for photography and to capture videos, but they're also used for fun and as a toy. Sometimes though,
I actually seen an Instagram clip, like they recorded a fucking takeover from it wasn't a drone though, it was an airplane. That shit was a sick ass clip. It was like this, and there's like a takeover going on. That shit was like sick ass angles.
we see something we wish we hadn't seen, be it by accident or intentionally. Some unlucky people have even had the misfortune of encountering some very creepy things and events through their drone cameras. Welcome to Unpopular Notes, and today we'll be taking a look at some of the creepiest things caught on drone cameras. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. A river of blood. Yes, this is not clickbait, and we really are
high tech in that Sprite river of blood, or what you mean?
Talking about an actual river of blood, or at least a bloody part of a river. In 2011, David Mimlich made himself a little drone at home.
Where they make wine, bro. It's not disturbing, bro. That's wine. Or is it that fucking bloody red cola in that bitch?
And took it out for a test run. The drone worked fine, and so Mimlich decided to take some pictures.
Tea party, bro. This is where they dumped all the wine at. I mean the tea.
During his lunch break, he flew the drone over the Trinity River, located in Dallas, Texas, and took a few photos. He went back to his office and decided to take a look at what the drone had captured. What he found both surprised and intrigued him. In the pictures, there was a large...
This how I be looking when I be pouring up that red. Somebody drink be looking right here. Hella red. Whole lot of red.
spot of dark red in the middle of the Trinity River. Mimlich thought it might be blood, but he quickly dismissed the idea. It seemed too improbable and something you might only see in horror movies. Nonetheless, he contacted the National Response Center and he informed them about what he had seen. After thorough research, the National Response Center found that the river had indeed been contaminated with blood. To be more specific, with pig's blood. Yikes. The origin of the pig's blood was the Columbia Packing Company, which is a meat processing and packing company. The company had been illegally dumping copious amounts of blood into the river instead of getting rid of it. The company was sued and received a heavy fine of $100,000, which some claim to be too lenient, and could have been much worse, but due to some other legal technicalities, the company only had to pay the specified amount. Clown in the cornfield. Farmers put scarecrows to scare away any birds that may bring harm to their fields. These scarecrows can be pretty creepy in and of themselves, but this one farmer decided to spice things up a bit. During a flyover of a very large field, a young pilot saw something out of place. So he decided to take a look and see for himself what it was. There was something bright orange in the middle of a cornfield. The pilot flew closer and realized that it was a scarecrow that looked like a clown, which is a pretty scary sight, to be honest. But what was even scarier was the fact that the scarecrow turned to look at the drone. Now, if you are even a little familiar with the concept of scarecrows, then you must realize that scarecrows aren't alive and cannot move. A closer look revealed that the scarecrow was actually a person dressed in a bright orange shirt wearing a clown mask. The person was doing the job of a scarecrow by scaring away any animals and predators. As soon as the clown realized that the thing inspecting him was actually a drone, he ran away and disappeared into the field. The pilot is pretty creeped out and flies the drone back to his location, realizing that the clown had been pretty close to where he was standing. Shark catching its prey. Sharks are one of the scariest animals found under the sea. They are the apex predators among marine life and are known for their appetite for anything alive and bloody. Discovery Channel love filming natural phenomenon in a way that both captures the audience's attention, surprises and creeps them out all at the same time. One such cinematic masterpiece aired on Discovery Channel and is seriously creepy and features a shark catching a seal and eating it. The drone films the entire scene from the sky as the crew stays at a safe distance, without the threat of being attacked by sharks. The shark swims through a high tide, closer to where the seals are. Seals usually prefer rocky areas because they are safer from sharks, but die to the tide as the sharks are easily able to reach them and it bites into a seal. The scene is truly horrific to witness from above, where every little detail is visible. It takes the seal, painting the sea around it red. The commentators reassure the viewers that the seal has long been dead and won't feel any further pain, but the visuals are still pretty disturbing. The escaped convict. Human trafficking.
That one just reminded me of that one iOS game where they be fucking, you be eating shit as a shark and shit. Put in the comments if you know that game. It's pretty old, like iOS 6 and shit. The escaped convict
is one of those crimes that can never be forgiven, and the people who commit this kind of crime are usually devoid of any morals. In 2002, a Chinese man named Song Jiang was arrested on various accounts of human trafficking and sentenced to jail. He escaped from jail and completely vanished. The police searched high and low, but it was as if Jiang had disappeared from the face of the earth. 17 years later, the police received a tip which stated that Song Jiang had been spotted in the mountaintops of Yunnan province, which is an area pretty close to his hometown. The police had to, of course, investigate. The land of the mountains is pretty hard to get through, and the terrain is viciously treacherous to travel on foot. The only alternative was to take the aerial route. In September of 2019, the police sent drones to search through the area and were able to find the site of the convict in the mountains. The whole thing got even creepier. The police had to go on foot to arrest Song Jiang, and what they found horrified them. Song Jiang had been living without any kind of human contact for years, and when the officers tried to communicate with him, they found that he had lost his ability to communicate with other humans. Nevertheless, Song Jiang was an escaped convict, and the police arrested him on the spot. Song Jiang had been living in a cave for the duration of his runaway escapade. The police found that inside of the cave,
some Minecraft shit, living in the cave. You just set up quick.
to be even creepier, with blackened pans and layers of bedding, along with evidence that he had been cutting his beard and hair. His clothes and body were dirty, and it was assumed that he hadn't bothered to wash in a very long time. Zhang was returned to prison soon after, but the fact remains that such a dangerous criminal was able to evade the law and live in the mountains, very close to civilization, for almost 2 decades without being spotted. The Charlottesville car attack. American politics can get as dirty as it can get, and the supporters of the different parties often reflect the moral and ethical condition and mindset of their parties. Unite the Right was a rally conducted by people with white supremacist and neo-Nazis ideologies and worldviews. The rally was a response to the removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee from Market Street Park, known as the Lee Park at that time. At that time, many of the Confederate statues and monuments were being taken down and removed from public spaces all around the USA. The far right, supporters from all around the country, were against this trend and wanted to put a stop to it, so they united under a single movement called Unite the Right. On August 12, 2017, the Unite the Right rally came face to face with a large group of peaceful protesters who were in support of taking down the Confederate monuments. A white
There were still being riots, bruh. That's how you know this shit. Fucking simulations. Same shit happening to this day. Man. Shit whack, bro. Ain't shit gonna change unless we really make some shit change, man. Sad to say, bro. Same shit happening since 2012 and 2022. That's a whole decade, bro.
supremacist and neo-Nazi named James Alex Fields Jr. drove his car into a group of peaceful protesters. The entire thing has been captured on not only various mobile phone cameras, but also on a drone.
Messing up the Challenger just to hit people, bro. You messing up a Challenger, bro. To hit protesters, bro. And I can't even get a Hellcat, man. Like, what the fuck?
That had been flying in the area. The drone provides a very clear view of the entire event, in which 30 people were injured and Heather Heyer lost her life. Fields struck a white sedan with his vehicle, which slammed into a red minivan. The scene is so horrific that it is advisable not to watch if you are faint of heart. The accident caused confusion and distress that spread like wildfire through the crowd, and people.
He just drives away like nothing happened, bro. These supremacists are bitches, bro. Y'all bitch made, bro. Y'all doing all that just so you can continue winning and being a fucking no-life pricks.
People started running away. The entire scene is chaotic. In 2019, the court convicted Fields on various charges, including first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison.
Look at you. Fuck the Charger. No, fuck the Challenger. And your ass got life in prison, bro. Dumb as fuck, bro. Retarded, bro. Literally retarded, bro.
Girl in the white dress.
I think that happened like in France too. Some shit like that happened in France where they were protesting and like someone just pulled up and started running people over. Man, that's just sad, bro. Like there's people like that don't want, like that love the fucking simulation and will do anything to see it not fall down, man. It's crazy, bro. It really is. Crazy world we live in, man. Didn't think this video would get that deep, but oh well.
Paranormal activity is something many people claim to have witnessed, but have many disbelievers, along with a lack of proof on many accounts. One such paranormal activity was recorded by a drone in the Cannock Chase Forest. The Cannock Chase Forest is rumored to be home to black-eyed children, or to be more specific, the ghost of the black-eyed children. These children are said to be the victims of diphtheria outbreak that happened in the 1800s. According to another account, they may be the victims of Raymond Morris, a murderer who took the lives of several children in the 1960s. A drone flying through the area captured some very creepy footage. The quadcopter drone captured a girl in a white dress rushing through the forest at a high speed.
Why every time it's like they catch a ghost, like the ghosts always look fake as shit. Like them shits be looking fake as fuck. Like a hologram and shit.
The ghost is rumored to be one of the deceased children. Creepy, right? Have you ever had the pleasure of capturing something interesting on a drone or camera? Be sure to mention it in the comments, and we'll see you next time on a new terrible story.
We out, man. See you on the next one.